What up, YouTube? It is time once again for Andy's HVAC Tech Tips of the Day. And today I do need to apologize first because I said I was going to have a video out every day and I'm a little behind. Where I'm at, it has been really hot here and we do air conditioning work, so obviously we're going to be busy. So, I've been running around a little bit of everywhere, as well as I did throw a vacation in there too. So, that kind of slows things down, but you got to take those as well. So, but tech tip for the day is number 10. If you've been counting, and 10 is an important one. So the tip of the day is this meter is your best friend. I don't care what brand it is, what style of meter it is, whatever. This is your best friend, and it needs to go absolutely anywhere and everywhere with you throughout your day while you're working. Or if you want to carry it around at home, you can do that too. Maybe you want to practice and try things out, whatever. Get comfortable with your meter. Because I get phone calls all the time from guys that say, well, the unit won't come on. I say, well, do you have voltage? And they're like, well, yeah, probably. No, probably, or you do. I mean, because if you're not checking it, you're guessing. And if you're guessing, you're usually going to be wrong. So, I mean, I can say, yeah, that's probably got power to it, and then it has nothing to it at all. So, I mean, why would you guess? Why not just check it? Get your meter out, your handy-dandy little meter. It is your best friend. Carry it with you and use it all day, every day. And so that's my rant of the day, is make sure you use your meter. But, the biggest thing is, I had a video out there before where we talked a little bit about meters as far as, safety reasons. Make sure you're being safe, sticking your finger somewhere where it shouldn't be, something like that. There's that issue. But the other thing is to know what you're actually working on, to know what it's doing, to know what it should be doing or shouldn't be doing. Your meter is going to tell you that. So you need to make sure you use it. So regardless what kind of meter you use, it doesn't matter to me. Pick what you feel comfortable with. I've always used field piece meters. I like them. The cost is down compared to some of the other ones out there. They've always been very reliable for me. I like field piece. It doesn't matter what you use. There's guys out there that won't use anything other than fluke. If that's what you want to use, then fine. I'm not a big fluke fan. It's to me, it's a little bit more money and you get the same thing out of everything else. So there are a few guys out there that use UEI, and there's some other ones out there. Use whatever you want. Practice, use them. Try different meters, because we have to have different meters of all different kinds. So regardless, I've got this little cheap basic clamp-on meter that I carry with me everywhere. This is nothing fancy. They do call it a multimeter because it'll do several different things, but this is just my basic little meter. Just see if I've got voltage here, if I've got it there, or something like that. A little bit of amp clamp, that kind of thing. We'll do capacitors and a few different things like that, but for the most part this is very basic, which I do also carry my bigger multimeter. I also use field piece on it. Like I said, big field piece fan. But you do have to have multiple meters. In our industry, one meter usually is not going to be enough. You've got your multimeters, you've got your amp clamps, you've got manometers, you've got mega ohmers, you've got, pick it. There's all kinds of different meters you have. But one of the biggest points out of any of it is you have to become comfortable with your meter. Learn how to use it, practice it. When you're starting out, I think just check voltages of everything. Just check it, see what it's doing, check amperages of all your motors, all your parts, see what it's doing. Because there's so many times that I see people that, they have a meter and, don't really know how to use it. If you're in this profession, you have to have a meter and you have to be comfortable using a meter, regardless of what kind it is, what style or what brand or whatever. You have to be comfortable with it and you have to use it, because otherwise you're just guessing at things. It's pretty hard to know if there's electricity there or not without a meter, unless you're licking your finger and sticking it in there, and I don't advise that to anyone. So don't stick your finger in anywhere it's not supposed to be. That's pretty sound advice for a lot of different things, really. So use your meter and make sure you're comfortable, make sure you know how to use it. Like I said, if you don't know what brand or what style to get, talk to some of the other guys. If you're starting out, talk to some of the other guys that are around and see what they like, see what they use. I'm sure there's some companies out there that require specific brands, specific styles, things like that. So there's a lot of variations out there, but whatever you have to be able to use it, and you have to actually use it. Carry it with you. Make sure you know how to use it. And that's my tip for the day. So short and sweet. Electrical meters are your best friend, and there's no arguing that. You have to use them. So any questions, comments, whatever, leave the comments down below. Questions always are appreciated. Just the same. So like, share, and subscribe as often as possible. You can follow me on Instagram at Andy's Corner 1. And anything else, leave it below. Thank you and God bless.